Hey everybody, and welcome back. So today we are going to be closing out our August budget, giving our ending balance for our income, what some of our variable expenses actually was, figuring out how much savings and what we had left over from our cash envelopes. So first we're going to go ahead and get started with the income. So as y'all know, we do our weekly check-in. Or not weekly check-in. We do a paycheck breakdown over here on this side, and I take the first paycheck all the way to the last paycheck, add them up, and that is our total for the month. So James's income was $3,302.97. My income was only $26, and then we had no other this month. So our total income was $3,328.97. So this is how much we were able to bring in. We were about $528, almost $29 over what we budgeted. So, all right, for the Mazda, our actual amount that we paid was $706. So we overpaid by $105, which is good because we were trying to pay that down. The power bill was ridiculously high, and I'm not sure why, but it was $212.59. So we were way over budget, like negative over by $52.59. For the water, it came in under our budgeted amount at $72.91, so we were good on this one. For student loans, we paid $67, which means we were over by 10, but it's also a good overage because we were trying to pay those down as well. For groceries, you guys, let me pull out my envelopes. So here is groceries from this past month. And do y'all see this? Look, we still have money in here. So we ended the month with $32 remaining, which is fabulous for us. So that means we had so we only spent $598 from our grocery budget, which means we had left over all right, so we left over was 32, and that is a good thing for us. For gas, we went over in gas. We spent $137 this month, so we went over by 7. We're writing that in red, not blue, Melanie. Come on. All right, so $7 was over. For my personal spending, can y'all see it? Can y'all see it? There's still money in here. We still had $15 from my personal spending remaining. I am like really excited for it. I'm here for it. I really tried hard not to spend it, so okay. So that means I only spent $45 this month for mine, and my husband, he did spend all of his. So he had nothing remaining. All right. And then for miscellaneous, and I told y'all in my last video that I was going to take the 50 from this month and roll it over for next month, and I've already done that. So I took the 50 and I got the small bills here, but we still had all $50 remaining. So we spent $0 this month and still had $50 left over, which is amazing. Unbudgeted, nothing. So it was nothing. So overall, we did have a pretty good month. Only thing that was negative was a variable the gas was negative by 7, but we have already increased our budget, so that way we are not having to worry about being negative for gas. And then I way under budget for this, and I did bump this up to 200 for the next month. So hopefully we're either, actually I just got the bill and we are less than 200, so this must have been a longer month period. I need to double check that. But this one was the only other negative, which is fine. But let's see how much we ended up having left over from our cash envelopes. So we got allowance, miscellaneous, and the leftover from groceries. So we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97. We still had $97 from our cash envelopes. And I think if I would have done the savings challenge this month, I would have probably put most of that in there anyways. So I'm really excited. We're going to put this towards savings, and I cannot wait to see what next month is going to hold for us. So I did add up all of our numbers over here and made them match. For our savings, we were able to save $95 total. For sinking funds, we added $125 for sinking funds, and for debt, we paid $125 going towards debt. Those are all good things. Savings is just trying to build up our emergency savings some more as well. And then our sinking funds has little small savings that we're trying to build up for the whole year, different things. And debt is a big one. We are trying to pay stuff down. We want to buy a house next year sometime, so that has got to come down, so our debt to income ratio is a lot better. So I did say that we were going to have at least 6 or 7 no spends, and y'all, we made 2 more no spends here. On Sunday, I went to Target, which is very rare for me. I do not shop at Target, but they had the label maker that I wanted. And of course, when I got there, the one that I was going to get, they were out of. So I looked up this one here, and it was still a better price at Target versus everywhere else. And I did do the math for it, and I was like, okay, it's still cheaper. So I went ahead and purchased this. So I have a label maker. So hopefully y'all will start seeing a video maybe for an Etsy shop in the next week or so. So stay tuned for that. I'm excited. So we have closed out our debt tracker here. I want to show y'all our debt. So the Mazda, we are now down to $13,579.73. I am so excited. So our interest is 24.96 for the, or it's 23. It's 23. I had to research or relook that up. It's 23.96 interest. All right. So for the Mazda, our first payment, we paid $365. It was a little later in the month, a few days later than what I wanted to make this payment on. But we only had $200 go to our principal, and $164 goes towards the interest. This last payment that we made on the last day of this month, which is around the time that I want to keep these going, is $341, and we had more go towards the principal than the interest on this one, which is what we want to see. We want to see more hitting that principal and less on the interest. So I'm trying to make sure I pay it between the 31st and the 1st, and then the 14th through the 15th of each month. That way I know exactly, like, it's not going to be too much on the interest, more is going to the principal, and hopefully we can pull these numbers up just a bit more and pay more towards the principal and keep it going, because before we know it, my car will be paid off, and all that extra money I was throwing towards it, I can throw towards student loans to get those knocked out, and then pay off what medical I have, and then see about what we can do about James's stuff here. I said this previously, this $650 here, we're not sure what happened to it. It's not on his credit report anymore. We don't get anything for it. We don't know what's going on. So this may come off after next month if it's not showing anywhere, because we don't have any details on it. So there's that. And student loans did get 68. So total amount paid this month, we paid $773 in our debt, which is fabulous. Very excited for that. So we've got all of those filled in. And then we have closed out all of our sinking funds. And I've got to close out my variable income. And then that's it. We are so ready to start September. It is already September when I'm recording this. And it's already September 1st, and the only thing I have done is pay bills. Pay bills. So I need to add the power and which other one? We got the car already paid. We got student loans paid, the phone bill paid, and rent due paid. Is it just power? I think it's just power that I need to add. But I am so excited. Pest control will come out on Friday, and hopefully the rest of this time will be no spends. We do have a birthday here and here, party over here. So a bunch of fun stuff going on in September, but we are prepared for all of that. And I just can't wait to see what the rest of the year has in store for us. I really hope that y'all enjoyed watching my budget recap for August and closing out all things August related and getting ready for September. And I can't wait to catch y'all in my next video. Bye bye now.